reporter places the blame for all of this squarely on you, the viewers.
Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger?
It doesn't matter what you think!
They took your
To be a good pilot, you have to be able to make good decisions. And I know what my credit score is, so I know I don't make good decisions.
You had a full head, all the way till the end. It was white, and I was hoping to get that. I was hoping to get like the full head, and it was really hard to cut it off.
It was.
Gets me every time.
It was really hard to cut it off.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody to Our Take. I'm Brian.
Oh,
Every week.
one of these times I'll figure out that I'm supposed to.
Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to Our Take. I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
He's Spencer.
No. I'm Spencer.
Well, welcome. Okay.
Should I have like a shorter name? Is my name too long? Like I'm Spencer. That's 2 whole syllables. Wow.
Just go. Well, so was
Is
mine.
your name more syllables than mine?
And then let's say Brian. Then it's just 1. But other than that, it's the exact same amount as yours.
We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Hi,
Scotty the Scotty the Man Moses.
that is my middle name.
Do you the man?
Yeah.
Is it D-A?
It is.
Scotty the Man.
That spell.
One
My
word.
last name's Moses, so I'm actually black.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Yes. Scotty the Man Moses.
I'm making this diverse right off the bat.
Right. Yeah. We were reading blues poems before we started here.
No, I'm very white.
He just has a really great white guy voice. It's crazy. Like I don't know how he pulls it off. You should hear him not on here though. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm a black guy who grew up in Southern California, so I sound like a surfer.
Oh.
And now lives in
But I actually play in the
small
NBA.
town Utah. Yeah. So Scotty, you have many talents and many Instagram handles. So I would like to ask you a question. Do you
Trying to fool
prefer
people.
Do you prefer Scott? Is it just a professional?
Usually at work, I thought I would be Scott growing up. Like that's the grown-up version, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've always worked in an office where there's another Scott already, and I got hired second,
man,
so
that
I end up
sucks.
being the Scotty.
See,
So I've just kind of embraced it.
I always call you Scotty. I never know if I'm offending you. But you,
Very
I kind of like it.
I can't
think
see
it
you.
keeps me young.
Yeah, I can't see you not as Scotty. Like
I could see that.
I can't not see Spencer as douche. It's just that's what I thought.
I
That's
really
just how
thought you were
I
going to say Spence.
respect.
The
Yeah,
first time you saw me, you're like, douche? Is that? Let me guess your name.
yeah.
That's
But
totally what
I'm
it
really
is.
good at guessing people's names.
Wait,
So-
is that a word that we can say still?
Douche?
Yeah.
Of course.
There's a lot of words I've had to pull off of my vocabulary the last couple of years.
So it's limited you even more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, so the reason we wanted Scotty on, not only is Scotty a great friend, we've been in bands together, currently in one.
Yeah.
Scotty has we went over this last week, right? You were an artist
Oh yeah, we did.
That
That was
you-
I
the
like
first
to
week.
think I am.
that you refer to as a band, which is great.
Yeah.
He's
I
the
understand
artist.
why.
Artist formerly known as Scotty.
Right.
Thanks
you-
for the mention, by the way. That was really
of course.
cool.
Yeah, I mean you're
I didn't
known as
expect that.
you're known as metaphors,
Yeah.
right? And great band. In fact, I played drums for you at a show a couple weeks ago. It was great.
It was so fun.
It was a blast. It had been a long time since you and I had played a show together.
Yeah.
What made you decide on the name Metaphors?
I have way too many band names in my history.
That's true. You've released under the name The
Oh my
Melody.
gosh. Yeah, it started with The Melody in college, and I thought that was really cool. But that didn't
It's
really take
not.
off as a band.
It's not.
And then-
And I was like, nah, it's kind of soft, right?
But it matched the music.
But I spelled it with like DIE at the end, so I was like, ooh, it's like
it's
Yeah, like
foreign or
Neaters.
hardcore.
Neaters.
Yeah.
I hope that people got that. joke.
That
I don't know that a lot of people will, but
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
or at least our one listener.
yeah, that was it was fun, but the recording quality wasn't that great. So I tried other things with recording, got a different mic, and then I did like a project of mine was Hasten.
Hasten, I remember Hasten.
That one
Yep.
was-
Yep.
That's kind of a good name.
I still like some of those songs,
Yeah.
but the quality just still wasn't there. I don't know if the quality's here right now.
With metaphors? No, it sounds fantastic, man. You did a great
But
job.
I just keep experimenting and trying to change sounds, and eventually I came up with Metaphors because I wanted to do Misco. I was trying to figure out some way to mash up my name and Michelle's name, my wife, and I was like, maybe I could do MI from her name and then SCO from my name, and it would be Misco, and then there's some other DJ that already took it. So I was
And
like,
it kind of sounds like miscarriage.
it it has a downside for sure.
Miscarriage is going to be at Warped Tour this year, guys, just so you know.
Miscarriage. Dude, that man, I could have totally seen that in like 2008 Screamo phase.
2000.
Oh, yeah.
Miscarriage.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, some dude with flat ironed blonde hair. Anyway, yeah. So then
So
you did
now it's-
Decade Alive.
I had a logo. Yeah, I did that. Decade Alive was a band I did with my friend Matt Trump. I really liked that project. It
I
just,
love that album.
man,
And you dropped that on
we
me
had
out of
so
nowhere.
much.
Yeah, you sent it to me one day. I was like, when did you do this? This is amazing.
We had I recorded that thing in a trailer that my dad was renting to do
Dude,
work in. And
yeah.
it was like the only space that we could be loud, because I was like, I think my daughter was born shortly before that, so I had a little baby at home, and then I didn't want to be loud, and I couldn't record vocals, and so I went up to this trailer, and
Yeah.
I was doing it by myself for half the time, and then
And
you know,
Trump
Matt
came
wanted
along.
to do it, and so
I should
he
call
re-
him Matt. Yeah.
Matt Matt came up and recorded a bunch of bass and guitar, and he didn't sing on it. I wanted him to sing, but like he was doing pharmaceutical stuff in school, and he was just really busy, and I
So
got
he was-
busy, and
he was making math. Is that?
so he was
Pretty
making
much.
math.
Wait a
and I
second.
was-
Wait a second. Wait. Wait a second. So you were in a trailer with a pharmacist.
Oh, I see where you're going.
So you were recording vocals, also making math.
Air quotes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I get
That
it.
trailer is special, though. I had a band in
We
the trailer
had
at the
to
same
call
time.
it something.
Why that band was
Yeah.
so good, man.
Do you remember that little room that we rented? I was a drummer in an indie
Yeah.
band at the time.
That's right. Your drums
Yeah.
were in there for a long time.
Yeah, barely fit the drums, but somehow we put a guitarist
like-
and a bassist in there. And yeah. Anyway.
No standing room.
Yeah. So now your newest project is Metaphors.
Yeah.
Your latest album is Imperial,
Imperial.
not Imperial.
Lots of my neighbors think it's Imperial.
Yeah, no, it's
Wait,
Imperial.
Why did they think that?
I don't think it's a
this-
word that many people use in their vocabulary. It's
Imperial?
not, I didn't even know it existed. but
Imperial. It's EMPYREAL.
Like the Imperial, like Star Wars?
No.
Like
It's like a synonym for celestial.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I used a
I don't
ton
know.
of synths and stuff, so I was trying to make it sound like really big and cinematic, and I just wanted a word that kind of meant. I was listening to a lot of pop songs.
It's super fitting for the name of the album, the way it sounds, and
Yeah.
you can tell the pop influence. It's like, I think I described it the other day as like an '80s pop revival,
Yeah.
but not big hair. We're talking like
Yeah.
you know,
I didn't have the guitar solos for that.
yeah. But it's really good,
But-
and we will be
More the
playing
hair.
My Open Arms at the end of this podcast for all the
Sweet.
listeners, as long as we have enough money to pay Scotty for the license. But
That was actually the first song that came along.
I bought it on
that kind of
iTunes,
sparked the whole
so
album. Ooh,
Yeah,
sweet.
I think we're
Hey.
good.
there you go, man. Way to support it. And
You only
just
have to pay me
before
$1,000.
just before today, you sent me a demo of a new song.
Yeah.
Man, that song is like, I mean, tell me if I'm off base, but it sounds like it's got like an AFI,
Yeah.
but still the 80s feel.
I was trying to go with like edgier 80s sound.
Yes, I love it. I love
Not-
it. I
Not
heard,
too outside my sound, but
yeah, it was
little
like
bit harder.
The Cure,
yes.
Morrissey, or the Smiths, whatever. But with Scotty.
yeah.
It was Scotty
But
in
with
there.
like
so.
distortion on the vocals.
Yeah, I like the distortion. It was cool. So, which brings me to my next point, which is you are working on releasing an EP that features other artists.
I'm trying to rope in a bunch of people so that other people will actually buy my music.
Yeah, yeah, and which is
It's
such a
all
great.
a ploy.
It is a great marketing idea. It is fantastic.
But lots of bands do that. They'll
Yeah.
like pull in the lead singer of some band that
Yeah.
people love, and so I'm trying to pick out some people from around Utah that might be interested.
Yeah. When can we expect anything?
I've actually been working on demos for like a year or so, but
Okay.
it's all been instrumental because I don't have a place to record vocals. So
Well, you can come use Spencer's bedroom.
now I do.
You can.
Yeah. So
But I'm trying to get something out like late this year, early next year.
And maybe somehow we'll figure out a way to sample some Rejected Takeoff in there.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
We had 3 songs purchased this week.
Look at that.
Wow.
Simon Spencer's looking at our Rejected Takeoff
Sorry, I was just
iTunes management page, just over there not really
sorry.
paying.
we have 12. What happened? Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
People are getting into it, man. Rejected
Woo.
Takeoff. Yeah, and
Sounds
Metaphors.
so good.
Yeah, we dig it. So, very proud of that work. So, but yeah.
When you
Anyway.
guys have so many different styles mixed into your sound, like
Yeah.
I would call it a brand new sound because
Ooh.
it's not.
That's good.
I think a lot of like we always pull influences. Like we want to sound like this person or that person, but I don't. It's a different mix. I've never heard a mix quite like it.
That's flattering. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We do what we can.
Spencer works really hard on it. Oh man.
No, but really.
Whatever
No.
you're doing, yeah.
No, it's good. He's got a good flow going on, and then I bring a little flavor.
Nice.
So, anyway, hey Spencer, how was your week, man?
It was good. It was good. I'm hoping to make it better. Well, here's the thing. So I'm considering, because I haven't really done much this week. I'm supposed to Uber, and I don't know if you've ever been in a financial situation where you think maybe the only way you're ever going to get out of it is by winning the lottery.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
that's
have.
where I am right now.
That's every week. I take
And
a look at my life, and I wish I won the lottery.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure every news outlet is going to be talking about this, but the lottery is $1 billion.
Mega
which I
Millions.
believe is the highest it's ever been.
It's not. I looked it up.
Really?
It will be if no one wins tonight. The highest ever is 1.6 billion,
I didn't know that.
and that's what it will go to
gosh.
if no one wins tonight.
So yeah, I'm considering going because we are here in Utah, and Utah is one of the few states that does not have a lottery. But Wyoming, which is an hour away, and Idaho, which is an hour away, does.
Yeah, they both. Yep, they both do. Yes, I looked up the odds, by the way. Care to venture a guess?
1 in
None.
3 million.
1 in 3 million. You're
Yeah.
close, but off by a factor of 100. 1 in 300 million.
Oh my God.
Wait. Isn't the population of the U.S. 350 or
Yes.
or is it 450?
I think it's around 350 right now.
So everyone in the U.S. bought a lottery ticket, or is that?
That's the odds.
That's like if everybody except for Utah bought.
Yeah, that is the odds of winning right now. 1 in 300 million, and it'll probably go
Man.
up even more if no one wins tonight because it's going to go nuts. Because when do they draw again? Like 3 days? This is
I
the
think
Mega
it's-
Millions.
I think they do it on Saturdays. So I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's one's tonight, isn't it? Anyway, it doesn't
it
matter.
might be tonight actually.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm.
It's
out of
Friday
luck.
right now,
Dang
isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I looked up the odds. 1 in 300 million, $1 billion jackpot. Guess if you take the
Oh my
cash
gosh.
option,
500 million.
500 million.
Just a measly 500 million.
Yeah, but if you, of course, then you got taxed after that.
No, that is tax.
Oh, that includes
I
the
believe
tax
that is
taken out?
because it's normally about 40%.
What would you do if you won, you guys? Would you take the
Jeez.
annuity or take the cash?
I would take the cash. Are you serious? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No,
Like-
that's what I'm saying. At $1
like-
billion,
Yeah,
the
it doesn't-
annuity is
it-
going to be
it
a
doesn't
huge
matter.
amount of money.
Yeah.
It really makes zero difference. Like you're gonna be set, and if you're not set, then you're.
Well, that's why I wonder why people would take the cash. The annuity is more money.
Well, you would take the. I can't. There is a reason, and I believe.
Selfish.
No. It's if you die. I believe there's a stipulation in there
goes
somewhere.
to the
If you
government.
die, it goes away. Like you can't gift your annuities to anybody. That's one of the biggest.
You know who you can
reasons.
call, though?
Saul.
J.G. Wentworth. 877
Plus,
cash now.
plus, I want to buy.
Their sponsor.
I want to buy a Land Rover and a Porsche and a big mansion
$1
right
billion,
now.
the annuity, I bet you could do that.
Or you could just take all 500 million and stick it in a investment, and just it's all relative.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It
It's
doesn't
more
matter.
money than we're ever going to see.
Nevertheless,
Unless
I'm the
I'm
kind of person I think I would take the annuity. Just saying. If I die, whatever. Sorry.
I guess that's
Sorry
true.
to my daughter.
Yeah.
Hopefully
No,
you
I
save
get
a
it.
little bit out of that for
Yeah.
them, but
Nah.
Yeah, I worked hard to
my
win that one.
I drove an hour
Yeah.
and an hour back.
You know how much gas is? It's not that much right
It's
now.
like $3.29. I have to buy premium.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for your sports Honda.
Yeah.
It is a nice car. And that should take that
It
back.
says right on the thing.
Yeah.
Premium.
Yeah.
that is
Oh.
kind of sad. Like if you won that amount of money, then a nice car is like a quarter
Yeah.
Right.
to those people.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I know. Like,
Like-
Seinfeld has like $1 million Porsche.
Yeah. He's always driving Porsches on that
Yeah, that's all he
comedy
drives.
show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say the name.
Just give me a wheel.
Yeah.
Give me one wheel, and I'll be happy.
Like, how did Jay Leno do it?
I don't know.
He talks about buying everything with cash.
Yeah.
I'm like, did he buy all those cars and bikes and stuff with cash?
He
has
still
like,
does stand up, man.
yeah.
I mean, he's still
Maybe
going.
he owns some McDonald's or something. He's got a good
We don't-
franchise going.
I mean, his money's tied up in some Swiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smart.
It's not doing day jobs.
No, he's up there with Federer.
He
you know,
invested in sex robots, probably.
probably. It's coming along.
It's going to pay out in dividends.
It will. Yeah, it might take a couple years, but it's
Am
almost
I
there.
the only one that's looked into investing in sex robots?
Yes.
Not that I have. That would be crazy, but
You just said you did though.
no.
but,
I mean, if I were, would I be the only? Because I wouldn't do that. That's that's crazy.
The way you worded that question doesn't work,
yeah,
man. You
well,
already. It's
I
fine.
just
It's cool.
no,
Can you invest in something but not be interested in it?
Yeah, you're like, this is all.
What? Can
It's
you
all
do
for
both?
the cash.
Well, if I knew like a Walter White, right?
Yeah.
I'm not interested in meth,
Yeah.
but I could give you money to some capital to get this started.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess, Scotty, yeah, you could. Yeah.
I work.
I mean,
for,
morals aside.
I
whatever.
work for. I do freelance work for LDS people that sell marijuana products.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we should mention Spencer's, what do you call it? Is it a production company? Kind of? You produce things.
Yeah, sure.
Scary Parrot Media.
Yeah, it's media, but I do a lot of graphic design work.
Yeah.
But
He did show me the what is it, a cannabis ad, right?
yes,
That's kind of, oh, so it's a little, you're saying that it's like a,
just saying.
I don't know what to
That's-
call it. It's not like they're hypocritical or anything. They're just running a business.
Right. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't use it, but they sell it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't care. They
Who
pay me
cares?
anything.
Who cares? Right? Oh, man. So here's something.
Yeah.
I got something for you.
Okay.
I told you about Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
The trip last week. So
Got kind of dark, but yeah.
it did get kind of dark. This will be a good one, though. So my mom made Ashley this jar of, it just has like little slips of paper in it with questions to ask each other to pass the time as you're driving. Okay.
Oh,
and we came
nice.
across one that I was like, gotta ask. Got to ask. Okay. The question is, what would a person be like if they were raised in the wild with no other human contact?
Oof.
I don't know.
Those are just one of our new drops that we'll be using.
Drop it.
I don't know. Yeah. Spencer?
That question that could actually get pretty. Wait, so was this question asked in the car?
Yeah, in the car.
And
I had to pull over.
Was it?
Stop the car.
Was it answered?
I mean, we probably spent like 2-3 minutes on it of just kind of like, well, I don't know if they would have any like inborn, mores or norms.
Right.
So I think they would be pretty. I don't think there's like any altruistic traits would be there.
Right.
Because they're hard to find in the animal kingdom. I know that there are some animals that are altruistic or that are what you could just call as like kind of selfless.
Hey, real
But-
quick. I'm actually not that smart.
Okay.
So can you tell me what that word means?
Altruistic? Let's just read the definition.
I'll just Google it.
Yeah, just Google it.
Yeah.
Let's
Scotty, do you know what that word means?
This is a new section of your podcast.
I just
Dictionary.com.
I didn't know if Brian knew that I wasn't actually that smart. Showing disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others.
it's just a nice way of saying you're not selfish.
So you have a conscience,
Yeah.
maybe? Is that what you're saying?
Right. But, I studied psych, and the Freud in me teaches me that your norms and mores are taught to you by society and by people in authority, parents, churches, teachers, that kind of thing.
Right.
So that's why I personally am like, I'm not saying they'd be evil. They wouldn't be anything. They would be in it for themselves.
Right. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like this topic could get really deep, and like and it's interesting because religion has played such a huge role in our society in general. I mean, it still is now, but
Right.
I mean, it's almost you could say that that's where we got our sense of right and wrong to begin with.
We made it up.
Right.
Right. Well,
And-
I mean, okay. Yeah, look, okay. I'm not
Yeah,
I'm not arguing for any religion or non-religion, but
Right.
it is, we do create myths that to help us understand the world around us,
right.
why we're here, where are we going, that kind of whatever.
Right.
And that's your point, right? That
Yeah.
religion serves that purpose, to give us a story to help us kind of muddle through this.
Right. And so without anything like that, how would you know what was right and wrong? And I don't know. Like I guess they would just be an animal,
Right.
like
Like a chimp.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but another primate.
They
I just
wouldn't
don't
be
think
able
about.
to speak or reason or maybe not even communicate. It would just be
I mean,
don't know.
sometimes you could, reason. I mean, they've done like those studies where you're like, they put like a cookie in front of a gorilla
right.
and I don't know what the study is, but they try and reason with them, tell them like you'll get more, the reward will be greater if you wait, that kind of thing. You know?
Right.
I don't know.
But I mean, if they have no other human contact, it's hard to say, And really, lately, I've been just thinking about this. I can't even remember why, but I just realize sometimes that we are animals. Like we're just intelligent animals. And
Well, I mean, that's all relative.
well, yeah, yeah. I don't. Not all animals know altruistic, so.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I'm at least at the level of a chimpanzee, I'd like to think.
I mean, they know how to make tools,
That's true. That's true.
I mean, what are your thoughts,
Yeah.
Scotty?
I think that's a pretty deep question. I'd probably pull the car over.
Yeah, you have to. You can put the seat back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let me
Yeah.
think about this. No, that'd be really interesting because, like, when I lived in Washington, and I was the only boy in my family, I'd just like play out in the woods by myself all the time. Or
So
like,
you are this case study.
I'm kind of half Mowgli.
But you're also one of like the
I made
nicest
friends
people
with
in the world.
wolves, and
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding. But it was interesting because I could get far enough into the woods where I couldn't see my house anymore, and it was like a 5-minute walk, and I couldn't see my house anymore, and then build a tree fort out there, and just kind of think like, if I was a pioneer or something coming out all by myself, if I didn't have a family, what would it be like?
Yeah.
But that's like even deeper. That's if I was a pioneer, I would have been raised by people.
Right, we're
So if
talking
you're just
like-
like stuck
Yes.
growing up without anything.
I
I
guess
think it would be
it's
pretty selfish.
it's the Adam story.
It is.
You are just there.
That dude was like
Yeah.
living it up.
The
I
only
bet.
the only instruction he had was to not eat an apple.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just like it's all about you, and you wouldn't have any of that altruism.
I mean, that's just a hypothesis. We really could never test this.
no, there's no way.
It's really
ethically.
fun to think
Maybe
about,
in the
though.
Netherlands.
If
Yeah.
you
Maybe.
if you have ever seen two grown men get into a fight, like a fist fight, you can really see how animalistic we are.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
It's crazy.
Just watch
right?
Cops.
No,
Just watch
really, for real.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we were talking about chimps.
Yeah.
And gorillas came up, I think.
yeah.
I posit that if they could communicate, it'd just talk, right?
Right.
They're so much stronger than us. I think they could take over.
Yeah. There's a movie about that. It's
I was
Planet
thinking
of the
about
Apes.
that early today.
If they could talk, they would take over. I mean, we might nuke them.
Right.
Like, if we saw them building
Yeah.
weapons.
They never addressed that in Planet of the Apes, did they?
No, like,
No one thought.
mean,
no one thought about that. I guess.
I guess with all the science we have now, maybe it wouldn't be really a match. But I'm just saying, like, if there were two species living alongside each other that could communicate the way that we can,
Right.
because some species talk to each other, but not to
Yeah.
like the depth of like, making a full blown plan that lasts more than 5 minutes, right? Like
Yeah.
dolphins will swim in a circle to capture fish, that kind of thing.
Right.
But if we grew up, if we lived side by side with chimps who could talk, we would lose.
Yeah, they're
I really think we
Yeah,
would.
they rip your face off.
they're strong.
On the drive here, I was actually that's the
You
weirdest
hit
thing.
a monkey?
I found this. Don't tell anybody. No, I was thinking, like, what if we didn't have fast food? How many people would that take out? Or what if we didn't have gas stations or supermarkets?
Yeah.
Our society would be totally flipped around.
Although fast food is taking out a lot of
Yeah, I was
people.
gonna say
It is.
how many how many more people would we have?
We might actually have more.
You're saying like the
Never-
the basic skills to live are provided to us now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like,
sure.
I don't.
Weird. I wonder. Is
I
that
love
making
the
us dumber?
guys. I love the guys on movies like Planet of the Apes that are like the guy that has the biggest gun and he's like the big military
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
He's there to take over, and I
Guess-
love when he gets taken down by
Right.
a chimp or something.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
I'm like, I don't think humans are really top of the food chain.
Now guess
Oh,
what that
no, we're
guess
not
what
that
that
I'm like, a
uh,
shark will eat anything.
right. And that,
Some people
that
won't
gun,
even eat bread.
that gun's not going to find you water, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
I
I, mean,
think-
maybe
I
if you
think
shot it in
humans
the
have gotten
ground.
pretty
you know,
weak.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Could you find water right now if you had to? Like, how long would it take you to find fresh water?
Digging in your backyard.
There's a pipe that was broken.
Yeah. In Spencer's front yard, what was it leaking?
60,000. No. Yeah, well, it was 60,000 gallons in a month, but it was at the end. It was a gallon a minute.
A gallon a minute leaking into Spencer's front yard. Somehow didn't create a sinkhole. At least that's what the contractor told you. I'm waiting for the foundation to cave in on
I
this
know.
here
I
anyway.
know. So
Might want to move.
Yeah.
in this economy, or I don't know, in this housing market. On that same topic, dogs. No. So if do you think if we as a civilization or we as people were to last another 1 million, 2 million, 3 million years, maybe 1 billion, whatever, do you think that dogs or other animals would be as intelligent as we are now? Like, do you think that they are also evolving with us?
Absolutely. They have to be. Now, evolving is a two-way street. You can evolve out, right? So Neanderthals,
Can
great
you?
example.
Ooh, yeah.
Great example. They were bigger than us. They had bigger brains than us, but for some reason didn't make it, right?
Interesting.
I think if we lived for another billion years, whatever you want to call it, we would probably go extinct.
Well,
And
yeah,
another
I mean, obviously.
another animal would take our place, and we'd be looking back,
Oh,
or
that-
they'd be looking back at us like
that
they
gets
were.
into such weird, deep stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. That's
But we're all evolving.
yeah.
I mean,
well-
we forced evolution on dogs. You know what I mean? Like,
Here, have this bed.
well, and we make
Yeah.
these breeds that would never ever. Like, I saw a thing the other day of someone who got surgery for their bulldog, so the bulldog could breathe. Because
Right.
Oh my gosh.
this bulldog couldn't breathe because
Well,
of the way they're bred.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that because they're bred?
Yes, but what? Come on. So we're forcing it.
My mom's dog. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Part Chihuahua. Okay, and part Lab. Golden Lab.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I know, it's crazy.
The mechanics. The
Was it
mechanics don't make
born
sense to
from
me.
a
The Chihuahua
petri
was
dish?
definitely the male.
That's what. Okay.
What? That Lab just had a thing for small. You know, he likes.
This is weird. That's weird, man. I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
It's not.
Makes
It's
me
not
uncomfortable.
nature's combo. Let's say that.
Nothing's nature's combo.
Love finds a way, man. You know, if
Yeah.
you find
Love,
you find,
You
You probably
fall
say that
in
about me
love,
and my wife too.
right?
You guys shouldn't be together. Somehow.
See, she looks just
You
like
are.
this. She looks just like that dog right
Oh,
there.
you Googled it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
that just looks like a normal. So it looks like a mini lab.
right. It
Okay.
just looks like a really small version of a
Of
lab.
a lab. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Chihuahua trait is just smallness.
Yeah, basically.
Is it yappy?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So it just got the smallness.
Does it speak Spanish?
Surprisingly, yes. Well, it might be
Awesome.
Portuguese though. I can't really tell because it sounds a little classier.
Sounds like
you
drunk
know,
Spanish.
Yeah.
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 Or classier. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Portuguese sounds classier than Spanish.
No, I've always heard it described as drunk Spanish.
I guess.
Haven't you,
I could-
Scotty? You heard of
I
it?
guess I could see that.
You speak any other language?
I took German in high school, and I don't remember anything more than like a 2-year-old
9.
would.
Yeah,
9.
Niner.
Mein Kampf.
I've got about 4 sentences until I'm done. Yeah.
Mein Kampf, that's what I...
Heil? No, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Huh. Well, so evolution.
I don't know.
That's where we were. We're coming back to it because I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because we forced evolution on dogs. But, man, so we identified evolution as a thing that happens, right?
Yeah.
I got in an argument with my anthropology professor about this. This was a class, we all sat in a circle. We were all given topics, and 2 students per day would present their topic, and we would have basically like an open debate forum, right?
Nice.
I was a major in psych, and so she wanted my psych take on evolution, right? And this led to a whole argument about whether or not we influence evolution. All right? Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got into it with her so bad because I said to her, how proud are you to think that we, just because we identified something, are above it? Right?
That's true.
Are above evolution.
Yeah, we're not above evolution. Us discovering it was part of evolution, right? That's part of it.
Right.
Like, you're talking survival of the fittest is the easiest way to describe it. So if you discover that it's survival of the fittest and you manipulate that, that's evolution. And she's like, no. We know about it, so we're manipulating it. We're changing evolution. I'm like, no. No.
That's evolution,
That's
right?
evolution. Yeah, we're smart. Great. Good job.
Yeah, you define something, you learn about it,
Yeah.
you
adapt,
experiment
you
on it,
change. That's fun.
Yeah.
and then everything changes.
We made
after
a
that.
name for it, so now we're not burdened by it anymore because we made a name for it.
Oh my god! So did that argument just end in a?
I threw
agreed to disagree.
I threw my desk at her and walked out.
I put her through a table.
No, it just was.
That's what happened right there.
Yeah, that's what happened. You know what it was like? I was sitting across from her, and we sit in a circle, So it was like watching a ping pong match. People's heads were going back and forth between me and her, like watching, like how's this gonna go,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Are they
you know
gonna
what?
fight?
I just want an A, okay? Anyway,
Did you get an
so let's say yes. Let's say yes that I did.
A? I'm more of a C's get degrees kind of guy.
Let's just say yes that I did. Because that was.
Oh my god! Sorry, sorry to break in there, but we have breaking news
Oh, is
here.
this?
Yeah, we have
This is
we-
random.
we have a
headline?
random headline.
Oh, random headline.
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay, this is straight out of Alaska. Okay, I know you're excited, but
I am. I've never been there.
there's a new champion. Any guesses as to what?
I mean, can we have a hint of the field? Like a champion of math? Spelling bee?
No. It's well, there's the new fattest bear.
The new fattest bear.
Yeah, there's a new champion, the fattest bear in Katamai. I think is that how you say it? Katamai National Park.
Got no idea.
It's their 4th annual Fat Bear Week. Number 409. Oh, he's also known as Bed Nose.
So they have these guys tagged, and then they take their fat content every year before winter,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it looks like.
before the hibernation.
Let's see. Bed Nose 409's prize for being a monument to hefty living, a good shot at surviving the winter.
Wait, how is bed nose spelled?
Bed Nose. B-E-A-D.
Well, that'd be
nose.
bead nose.
Would it?
Well, how do you spell bed?
I don't
Unless there's
know.
a
I'm
past
no.
tense of bead.
I'm gonna
That
give,
is bead
I'm gonna give
nose.
you a. I'm gonna give you a past tense. You'll
I
never
beat
forget.
in Kaysville before I came here.
Bead nose.
McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald's.
I pulled that. I listened to that
Oh,
clip
man.
last night.
I got a burger from Wendy before I
I'm
came.
Wendy.
The dryer at Sear.
Sear.
Oh man, I listened to that last night, and I
Good stuff.
I just sort of Anyway,
Good.
it doesn't say how much she weighs. How did this story doesn't?
It just the
It
headlines.
says that she's the fattest bear.
I would
she
like to know.
409. Did they just do it visually? Like, that's a fat bear.
Yeah.
That one wins.
Well,
I mean,
right.
that's what I do.
How do you catch one of those?
Well, that's not okay. Yeah, they didn't do it because what are they going to go trank a bear for this
I
contest
mean,
every
last
year?
time I
Dip it
saw
in a
Brian,
pool.
I was like, "Oh man, that is a fat bear."
That is a bed nose.
Oh man.
No, they're not tranking these guys every year to weigh them.
Putting it in the
and-
pool and taking its
Taking
fat
the
content.
body fat. Yeah, they're probably just looking at them like, okay, don't get too close. Oh no, no, no.
Oh no, no.
I'm thinking
It
it's
was
very,
it was a democracy. The public voted. The public voted on who the fattest bear was.
Interesting. Is there an electoral college?
What if he knows he's like 20 pounds lighter than his buddy, and he's like, "Hey,
I feel really bad for this bear.
No way, dude. Look at. They're going to hibernate. The fatter evolution. Right.
that thing looks
The
awesome."
fatter you are, the longer you'll last in hibernation. Although
Okay.
we're supposed to have a warm winter this year in Alaska, so
Oh, great.
he'll be hibernating for like a week, and then
Wow.
he'll be too fat to do anything.
I'm gonna tell my boss that because of my weight, I need to hibernate through the winter, and he won't be seeing me till like April or May. Or
Yeah.
something. I've got to sleep this one off. This whole all of this needs to be slept off.
Does hibernation confuse you guys?
Does it confuse me?
Like, maybe not.
Biologically, I don't know
Not
how that's
confuse you.
possible.
Right? Do you get it?
Yeah, they just go
I get the
to sleep
concept,
for
but just
a long time.
They literally sleep.
does their metabolism just
5
like hit
months?
the brakes?
I don't know that bears, they don't hibernate that long, do they?
That's why I'm asking. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't have brought it up.
It's at least a
You're not
few
supposed to
months,
ask a
like,
question you don't know the answer to. How
That's why
long
we have you and Google.
Let's ask Scotty. How long do you think a bear hibernates?
I'm gonna guess at least 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5.
7.5 months?
More than half the year.
That's the black
I
bear.
want to
That's
be
a black bear
If reincarnation's
specifically.
a thing, I want to be a bear.
Yeah.
That's a lazy life, man.
Your whole life, your whole existence is geared towards sleeping for 7 months.
Right.
You exist to have sex, to have a baby,
And to-
eat, and then go to sleep.
Yeah. Eat some salmon,
I don't hate that. That sounds pretty awesome.
especially as the male.
I mean, I
You got
wonder
nothing.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
I wonder
to
how
do.
the housing market is though for like hibernation and
Well,
stuff.
they-
Does
they
they have to
like-
worry about these things?
Yeah,
Like,
they make caves
how do they pay for them?
with bear claws.
In this economy, yeah,
They sell bear claws.
Yeah, they sell bear claws.
that's
Oh.
true though. The male's like he's not doing laundry
Nope.
and dishes and stuff. He's just
No.
like
Who is
Take
gonna
care of
wash that
himself and
coat,
have a
man?
baby.
I don't know. Hibernation, it blows my mind, especially it's a mammal. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you know
it's just crazy.
that desert tortoises hibernate?
Tortoise? I did not know that.
Is that
Do they hibernate during the winter or during the summer?
the winter?
Interesting.
The desert. You can adopt a desert tortoise here in Utah. Did you know that?
I did not. Guess what, though? I did learn some tortoise trivia. This is really weird.
That is weird.
Maybe,
I don't know
well, it's
any tortoise trivia.
turtle trivia.
Oh,
Some turtles have venom in their back feet.
Whoa.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've heard that
Enough to kill a
before.
dog.
Oh wow.
that
Yeah.
should be part of the movie. I haven't seen Venom.
What?
But
Oh, venom.
Oh,
I was like, turtles?
Like, is this
the real villain is some box
instead
turtle.
of Sharknado, it's Turtle Backfootnado or something?
Dude,
I was
did the
like,
Teenage Ninja Turtles should have had freaking venom.
That would have
Man.
been so much cooler.
Anyway, yeah, they have,
maybe
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Seven-
venom. It's weird.
7 of the world's most dangerous lizards and turtles.
I was looking at reptiles the other day, and did you know that there are snakes that give live birth?
Whoa.
Rattlesnakes give live birth, not eggs.
I didn't know. I thought it was all
maybe
eggs.
knew that.
That's cool.
Do you want to know what the top 7 most dangerous?
No.
Well, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
People like lists.
I do think it's weird that we live in a world with alligators and
Friggin' dinosaurs.
venomous turtles. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go
So
ahead.
number 7
Well,
is the
Wait, no. What is this list?
7 of the world's most dangerous lizards and turtles.
That is the weirdest headline I've ever seen in my life.
Number 7, the Gila monster. Heloderma spectum.
I prefer Gila monster.
Gila, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You can find these in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah, and New Mexico. and Mexico. Snapping turtles.
Freaking dicks.
Yeah, but did you hear about the?
I found one of those one time on the road.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Man.
what? So they're not
scary.
native. They're not
They're
native
an
to
invasive
Utah.
species.
And somebody put them in the Weber River.
Right. And you get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my
Because they're invasive.
They are not only they're invasive, they're highly invasive.
Yeah, they
'cause
kill everything else.
Yeah.
And they will bite your foot off.
Did you hear about that dude in Idaho that like fed a dog to one?
Yeah, that was messed up.
Fed a dog to the snapping turtle. He was a teacher, a science teacher.
Yeah.
And then they put the
Oh my
turtle down.
gosh.
Yeah, I
They
don't
killed
know
the
why- I don't
turtle,
know why they killed the
And they
turtle.
fired him because it's invasive. They can't have him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
I knew that.
But I think they fired the science
Oh
teacher.
yeah, they had to have.
It's like
Number 5, the Mexican bearded lizard. Number 4, what, iguanas? The iguanas
the iguana.
is the common. It must be a specific kind of iguana. 'Cause tree crocodile. Oh man, you imagine a crocodile in a tree just jumps on you.
I did not know that was a thing.
Whoa.
Water
I've never seen one of those.
monitor is number 2. Oh, number 1's the Komodo dragon. Of course.
Monitor is like the coolest freaking name for a lizard. Can I just say that? I don't know why. It just strikes me as awesome. A monitor.
Like a
Oh.
computer monitor.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why it sounds mean because
It
computer
sounds
monitor sounds like okay, just
Yeah.
tech stuff.
Makes
but-
me think of Bill Gates. But yeah, no, it's monitor.
And when you think of someone who's hardcore and dangerous, you think of Bill Gates.
Bill William Gates. He's come up in 2 podcasts now out of 3. That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we did that Ellen bit.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
yeah.
Well, rich guy. So speaking of lizards, they smell. And something else that smells are tonsil stones.
The hell?
Scotty, Brian, are you familiar with tonsil stones?
that was a really good segue. I have no idea what it is though.
Man, I'm surprised, Scotty. Most vocalists, I think, are familiar with tonsil stones. So you must have some secret.
Do you have tonsils?
I just drink honey every day.
Yeah. Do you have tonsils?
No.
Okay. All right.
Your tonsils
That's
were
probably
removed.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So,
parents said I got them out. I never saw.
What are they made
so
of?
you've never seen the proof. I've never actually looked back there.
What are they
to
made
see.
of, Spencer?
Uh,
Calcium.
Yeah, calcium and bacteria, essentially, and food particles that just rot in your tonsils.
And they like harden into little white
yeah.
nastiness.
Yeah, and I don't know if you knew this about your tonsils, but they have pockets. They have lots of little pockets,
Yeah.
and these
changing them.
things form in there, and ew, these pictures are.
That is
That's what I
nasty,
hate about
dude.
Google when you pull up something and you just want to see like the normal, just like the normal.
I want to see tonsil stone.
Yeah, but they're like the worst case scenario every
Right.
time. Like, oh my gosh,
That's what it should be. When you pull up Google Images, there should be an option that says, show
Worst-
me just one.
show me worst case scenario. Show
Yeah.
They
me,
need ratings.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
anyway,
show me the G rating.
I have tonsil stones frequently,
Yeah.
and the biggest thing about them is they smell like poop. There's no way around it. They smell
Like poop.
like
Yeah.
feces, and
You have to dig them out with like a dentist hook or a
yeah. So I
water
first
break.
discovered that they were back there, and I've been trying to get them out, and so I bought a blackhead remover.
Oh, like the little round
Yeah,
thing that you push on your skin?
right.
Okay.
I bought those on Amazon because the internet said that might work. And the first day I used it to fish them out,
Yeah.
it was like mining for gold. And
Like in
they-
a good way?
Yeah, they just kept coming, and
Wow.
there were so many tonsil stones, and it smelled so bad. And I was like, no wonder my breath stinks all the time.
Yeah.
This is terrible. It's pretty much the grossest thing ever.
But a blackhead remover worked well.
Yeah, but as a result of me digging these tonsil stones out, my gag reflex is almost gone.
I was
Like,
gonna say they're back there.
yeah,
Yes, I've had tonsil stones. Like I said, I think as a vocalist, usually you get them. So I'm surprised you don't have tonsils. See, that's why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably why.
And they just build up, Oh, I've gotten throat infections when I was singing in a band,
if
It's just awful.
your breath smells like poo every day, grab a cotton swab or something and fish around your tonsils a little bit. You're gonna find little white things.
Yep.
And you're gonna pull out and
you're gonna squeeze them in between your fingers.
you
Yep.
will do that
You
because you're
totally
like,
will.
what is this thing? And then
Yeah.
you're gonna smell your fingers because
Yeah.
we're all animals.
That's
and
what
that's
you
what
do.
we do.
You roll it between your fingers. Anything new you find.
Yeah.
You find a berry in the woods. You roll it between your fingers.
Yeah.
You smell it. You taste it.
It is. You're gonna wonder how poop got in your mouth.
Right. How did this
Did
white
someone
poop?
take a dump in my mouth because it
Yes.
smells so? Or you're gonna wonder if you didn't wipe correctly or something. like, is there poop on my finger? Like, what is this?
It just so happens that as I was pulling something out of my mouth, it was right after I wiped incorrectly. So my fingers. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's good. I guess that's happened.
Well, not to me, but
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, we're talking about gag reflex. So you have no gag reflex, at least on. Well,
I'm just saying, if I went to a truck stop,
This could go so many
This
ways.
is awful.
anyway,
Yeah,
it's tamed. It's tamed down. It's not as bad as it used to be.
yeah. Well, okay, I got a story about gag reflex.
All right.
Got a story. Like I said, I get throat I don't get strep. Every time I get sick, I go to the doctor. I tell them not to swab me for strep because I don't get it. I'm a carrier monkey or whatever you want to call it. But I get infections for sure, right? You got to give me like whatever.
Wait, do you have AIDS? What?
I might.
What about a monkey?
It's none of your business.
Okay.
But, you know, they give me amoxicillin or something like that to knock out the throat infection. This one, it was a few years back. I got this throat infection that, you know, normally I just try and stick it out. You know, it'll go away, just drink a lot of water, whatever. It was bad, though. And I took my wife's mom is a nurse. Okay, so I took a picture inside my mouth, and I looked at this picture, and I almost dropped my phone. It looked like...
Scared yourself.
It looked like the slime on Ghostbusters 2, you know,
Oh my
but
gosh.
white in the back of all over the back of my throat. You know, it was like moving, you know, it was like a live photo. It was nasty, dude.
Whoa.
Nasty. Yeah. So, this is not the gag part. I mean, you might be gagging. So I sent her the picture, though, and she's
What-
like, yes, go to the
so-
doctor
wait,
immediately.
Hold on. So you had white slime in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I mean, like, I don't know. Do you look at your throat often? I mean, you do because you're constantly digging out tonsil stones.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's become like a thing for me now to see how many I can get out. It's kind of provides some satisfaction. It's I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever, dude. Okay. Yes, I had slime in my throat. It's phlegm. It's whatever. Okay. Just whatever, man. So my mother-in-law says definitely go to the doctor right now. Yeah. So I go to a little clinic. It was winter. I was in a coat. It was in a beanie. Ashley came with me. I'm sitting on the bed in the exam room, and they swab you. Have you been swabbed for strep?
Yes,
before?
I have.
I never have.
Okay. Imagine taking a long Q-tip and playing with your uvula. That's what it's like. Okay, they swab so deep back there. It
I don't need
feels
to
like
imagine that. I know.
it feels like they're touching your spine
Oh my god.
through your front hole.
I-
Okay,
I feel like
It's
I'm
a
gonna have a
medical
lot
term.
of good drops next week.
Yeah.
From this.
so, and I told the nurse, I said, look, I have a very sensitive gag reflex, and I know that you don't need to swab me, but whatever, do your thing. Okay,
Just
I know
don't
you gotta
play t-ball back
I'm like,
there.
what's the difference? Whether or not I have strep, you know you're going to give me antibiotics. So anyways, so she swabs me, and what do you know? I gag like none other. It was like a 3-second gag, you know? And she's like, oh, that wasn't too bad. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. So she leaves. I'm sitting on the bed. Ashley's sitting next to me in a chair just reading a magazine, and I'm in my coat and beanie still. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and I start to get hot. Just normal hot. You know, I'm in a coat. So I feel kind
Makes sense.
of hot. You know, I said to Ashley, I'm like, oh, it's hot in here. Are you hot? You know, she's like, whatever. So I take my coat off. I take my beanie off. Nothing. I am flushed. I'm like sweating, you know. And I told Ashley, I looked at her. I said, something's wrong here. And she's like, no, they'll figure it out. They'll get you on medicine. She thought I was talking about my throat, right? I'm like, no, something's wrong. And I'm like, I got to get down. So I get down. There's another chair in the office, in the little exam room, you know? So I sit in the chair. I'm like taking all my clothes off. And all of a sudden I looked at her and said, oh, something's really wrong. And my head hit the wall. The next thing I know is I'm opening my eyes to a nurse nose to nose with me, slapping me in the face. And Ashley, out of the corner of my eye, is crying.
Gosh.
Man, I've actually had a fantasy like really similar to this.
Of Ashley crying in the
Slapping
corner.
too?
So I passed out. I was like, what? It's just a little throat infection, you know? I kind of feel crappy, but what happened, you know? And they're like, go get the doctor, blah, 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 you know? The doctor doesn't come immediately. I was like, should I?
They never do. I mean,
Does this happen normally?
Yeah, is this a normal thing? You'd think they'd be like, hey, dude, we got a guy that just passed out. You might want to come take a look. No, it was like 20 minutes. And he came in and he's like, I
Where's
understand.
on his lunch break?
Yeah. I understand you passed out. I'm like, yeah. What the hell, man? Where have you been? You know? He's like, oh, you probably just vagaled. I'm like, what?
what?
Vagaled? So there's your vasovagal nerve.
Is that vaping and bageling?
Yeah,
or-
vaping and bageling. Your vasovagal nerve in your spine, if you exert yourself too much, you can pinch it, and it sends a message to your brain that something's wrong, like artificially, right? Now, guess who this normally happens to?
I don't know.
Old people trying to poop
Oh
my god.
because they're trying to bear down.
no,
They exert
No,
themselves.
you don't need to explain. I
They
understand.
vagal on the toilet.
I actually have a handlebar in my restroom for that. It's like a roller coaster bar that comes down and just really hang in there for those really, especially violent times.
So here, I ended up passing out again later in a wheelchair outside of the office.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it just
Wow.
kept. Yeah, it happened. You know, Ashley's crying. At the time, Ashley was working on the ICU in a hospital. She was doing CPR daily on people. Okay, helping bring people back to life in a professional manner. I pass out in the doctor's office and she's bawling and she can't even talk.
That's a little discouraging.
Yeah, it's like what gives? You didn't go get help. She's like, I went to the hall, but I could barely talk. I was like, someone please help me, please.
Oh my gosh.
So that's my vagal story. Don't ever bear down too hard. You might vagal. And now I know that I'm probably going to pass out if I start to feel really hot. Apparently that's a symptom.
So if we see you stripping right now,
With
Yes.
as much pizza as I ate last night,
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about vagal.
Or if you start to smell chicken out of nowhere.
thought it was toast.
Yeah. So
Toast.
anyway,
Smell toast.
man.
what's this thing you have here, Spencer, in our notes here? Punny news bits.
Before we play this game, or bit, whatever you want to call it, it should be noted that we do have a soundboard now with a lot of random sounds that I find funny. Like, let's see, we got Peter here. I think I already played that one. I got Peter saying, "Oh, I need to turn it up."
I don't know.
Yeah. I've got Shepard Smith saying,
This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead.
yeah,
Freaking chef.
Shepard Smith
Dude.
going crazy there.
How did he get that job?
This
Unbelievable.
storm will kill you.
gonna kill
It
you.
will kill your children. It will kill your pets and everyone you know who wants to mess with it.
So dark.
Yeah.
Only on Fox News.
Yeah.
Can you get that dark?
They're not fear mongers at all. They never do
This
that.
storm will
This
kill you.
storm is going to kill everything you love, and your kids
Because
die.
you can't survive it. And your kids die too.
Your kids die too.
Were that all in the same segment that you found
yeah,
those?
yeah. There's-
That's
I
unbelievable.
cut it
Gotta
out.
watch
He actually
Fox
says a
News.
lot more. It's,
Oh, that's dark.
I also have a losing bell directly from The Price is Right.
Of course.
And I
go.
have two bells that we needed to pick from for when you get an answer correct.
For winning the contest or
yeah,
something? Okay.
yeah. This is the first one.
Okay, standard bell.
This is the second one.
But if you see me there, chances are I will be lubing up my feet.
No,
That
actually,
can't be it.
sorry, that's not.
Full disclosure, I have
that's-
used some rope.
That's not it either. My apologies. So we got this one, and then we have
Ding ding ding.
Another one.
Was that from last week?
That's from last week.
Ding ding.
It's little Brian's.
Ding ding.
Ba-ting.
That's ding 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 ding.
I
That
vote
has
for
to be
that
the
one.
winning bell
Yeah.
for whatever this this bit that Spencer has.
Yeah.
in.
So, I came upon a news story. It's actually, I think, 2 years old. I don't even know how I found it, but, ow.
You okay? Do we need to take a break?
No. So they don't seem to do this as much in the news anymore. I really need to find some more of this. But have you ever noticed the usage of puns in various news stories?
Oh, dude, I have the worst one ever. You ready?
Yeah.
Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah.
Anytime something happens with North Korea,
Yeah.
he will find a way to use un. And the most tasteless example.
Can you?
Are you using this story? Does it
No,
happen?
no.
Okay.
No. It's not
try and
this one
find the
at
clip.
all.
Try and find the clip. Just search for Wolf Blitzer like unexpected. Okay. When Kim Jong-un killed his brother-in-law
Did he say unexpected?
in Singapore? Remember when yes, he did, man. The most tasteless and unexpected death. He
No
says.
way.
Can you? And then I think it was on the Daily Show or something. They did a montage of all the time that's what Wolf Blitzer has used the un pun, okay, or homonym, whatever you want to call it.
I can't find it.
Wolf. Let me see if I can find it. I'll send it to you. Wolf Blitzer. Unexpected.
I didn't think you were going to say Wolf Blitzer. I thought you were going to say like local morning news kind of stuff.
It is. That is normally what it
I
is.
hear a
Yeah,
lot
that's true.
And the
cheesy stuff on the
okay.
The clip that I have is from a. Did you find it?
I didn't, but if I find it, I'll put it on Twitter.
All right. The clip that I have is from a Pennsylvania news station.
Okay.
And what the game we're playing here, I guess, is I want you to count the number of puns. Okay, so we'll listen to it. You try and take a mental note.
So don't shout it out.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mental note.
And then we'll go through it again and see if you caught them all.
Is this a competition between me and Scotty?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, it can be. The winner gets.
This has got to be really bad if we have to
something about
count.
a truck stop or something. I don't know.
Can't count right now.
Not like
Sorry. Excuse me.
it's not like, oh, this is fall time. The squirrels are going nutty. Like it's got to be packed.
That
Yeah.
is. It's.
You got two hands.
Okay, so should I tell you the premise of this?
No,
Is
just play it.
Is that
dude.
helpful?
No, let's just go.
All right.
Let's go naked.
All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
Dozens of runners trained to run more than 26 miles when a train stopped them right in their tracks.
Yeah, the incident created a marathon mess right up in the Lehigh Valley. Take a look. The unexpected freight train came through the course, and that derailed an even bigger dream for several of those runners.
When the Lehigh Valley Via Marathon kicked off Sunday morning, Matt Catrona and dozens of others were hoping for a personal best to qualify for the iconic Boston Marathon.
Yeah, I expected to qualify pretty easily.
Out of nowhere, a long freight train blocked the marathon route. Stunned runners forced to stop in their tracks.
We were all kind of amazed that there was a train in front of us.
The runners were hoping their times could be adjusted. But yesterday, the Boston Marathon announced they would not accept any adjusted time.
That is the clip.
Okay. I've never seen a train before.
Yeah.
That's what that guy sounded like. You believe this?
I'd love it if it was like a slow train too. Like,
Oh, it was.
Oh my
I cut
gosh.
that up a bit, but the train pulled in front of these marathon runners, and they just were all stopped. It
They're
was,
like-
it's pretty funny. It was a slow moving train.
They're like in awe.
Yeah.
is it like Austin
What
Powers? and they're
is
like,
this contraption? It's something on wheels.
It's like the Austin Powers steamroller. No, get out of the way!
Stop! Move!
Oh my god. And I guess some of the people
I can't stop running.
tried to go through the cars too.
No.
Luckily nobody died.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you lose
They're
a leg.
doing like Fast and the Furious, trying to jump through
Yeah,
the train.
basically.
Yeah.
So did you catch all those puns?
How many did you count,
I
Scotty?
lost count. I think I got 4.
I counted 4 as well.
I think there might be 5.
I did. I
but-
got like a couple tracks ones and a couple derailed.
Yeah, let's see here. We'll go
It was
again.
so tasteless.
Dozens of runners trained to run more.
Now, do you think that's one?
Trained to run?
Yeah.
Oh, that could count.
I was debating whether
that was-
I didn't catch that.
whether that was going to be
Trained to
or not.
run.
Right.
For sure. They didn't need to put that in there.
Okay.
Of course they
Dozens of
trained to
runners
run.
Trained to run.
No, they're running a marathon because they didn't train. Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't train. I wanted the shirt.
Okay, so that's
I just wanted the number.
that's one.
Ding, ding, ding. That should have been the buzzer because me and Scotty did not get that one.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Whatever.
Here we
To
go.
run more than 26 miles when a train stopped them right in their tracks.
Bam.
Is that another
Oh,
one?
for sure.
There's two.
Yeah, the incident created a marathon.
Yep.
Did you catch that one?
I got that. Oh, that was, yeah.
A marathon.
Ding, ding, ding.
There's three.
A mess right up in the Lehigh Valley. Take a look. The unexpected freight train came through the course, and that derailed
Yep.
Is that four?
Yep.
an even bigger dream for several of those runners.
When the Lehigh Valley Via Marathon kicked off Sunday morning, Matt Catrona and dozens of others were hoping for a personal best to qualify for the iconic Boston Marathon.
Yeah, I expected to qualify pretty easily.
Out of nowhere, a long freight train blocked the marathon route, stunned runners forced to stop in their tracks.
Yep. I like that guy's voice, man.
I
expected to qualify pretty easily.
Out of nowhere.
You didn't.
You
There's a horn.
You can't see a train coming, right? You don't see this, bajillion ton
Or
train.
hear the.
Oh my gosh! A portal opened and there's a train. What's happening?
It's like Marty McFly showed up with the train.
The freaking dock.
That's what they're acting like.
Marty!
Your future hasn't been
The DeLorean.
You can still qualify. Oh man.
Oh, I think that's it.
We were all kind
think
of
that's it.
amazed that there was a train in front of us.
Oh, I've
The
never seen
runners
one.
were hoping their times could be adjusted, but yesterday the Boston Marathon announced they
So-
would not accept any
Those
adjusted time.
dickheads.
Yeah,
They run with blinders? Like,
And in fact,
Can
a
they
few
not
people
see
ran right
peripheral?
into the side of the train. They didn't
all
cover.
of a sudden I hit something.
You had 12 concussions.
I was just so focused. This runner's high.
Gosh,
So that was 5 very obvious puns in about 40 seconds.
love it.
So
Good stuff. Not quite as dark as Wolf Blitzers. Unexpected genocide.
Oh, that's amazing though.
Oh. Oh, Wolf.
Unexpected genocide.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead.
They're dead. The genocide.
there's your drop for next time.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh. Okay.
We've talked about a lot of things, and I feel like I haven't given Scotty due.
Oh
I got to
my
be
gosh.
honest.
I'm just having fun.
He's having a good time. But one thing I did not mention in Scotty's 2 things in your repertoire.
Ooh.
You are an amazing photographer as well.
Thank you.
You sent me a picture that you took at the zoo of a lion that looks like something out of Nat Geo that will be on your upcoming EP, right?
Yeah.
That was a cool picture, man.
I was actually just trying to find something that was on my computer that I could use for artwork, so I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
go out and do a photo shoot.
Nice.
I'll try and, if you don't mind, I'll put it on Twitter. I
Yeah,
want
that'd be
people to
great.
see that. And Scotty's a full-blown
Okay.
architect, bro.
Architect.
I
Full
am.
blown. You spent like at least 25 years in school.
Where
I'm actually 52.
Yeah.
where did you attend university?
I went to University of Utah.
What are you, British?
Oh.
University. And
I would have to go to hospital.
Yeah.
luckily, I got to go there for my master's and my bachelor's because I really didn't want to move out of state.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've seen
my dad's a landscape architect, so it kind of got
Yeah.
me started on design. And
Well, I'm just glad you went to the University of Utah because I feel like BYU
can suck it.
Well, I mean, I don't know how their architectural program is, but I blame them for most of our ridiculous roads here, like the Bangor Highway nonsense. With
yeah, they're in charge of roads. I'm
They're
in
like-
charge of awesome buildings.
they're like, hey, have a stoplight here, and then the stoplight actually takes you to a roundabout that takes you over
Yeah.
3 miles away, and that's
Watch for the guy
Then
in
you'll
yellow.
come back around to a U-turn. There's literally a road that's like that, 140 200
Yeah.
south in Draper.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, every time I go down there, I'm like, what is this labyrinth?
You know what it is?
of roads.
You know what it is? We had an asphalt overage. And the hacks at BYU.
It is a surplus of
Yeah.
asphalt.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff. No, so University of Utah.
Yeah.
I've seen some of Scotty's designs. They're freaking rad. So,
I really like to do homes.
Yeah.
I don't always get to do homes.
I think you even drew up something for my house once.
Oh,
think
did I?
Yeah, I was like, hey, because I want to
That's
just
been a
kind of
while.
change it up, but I don't have the money to do any of it.
Yeah.
Or to pay you.
When
I just borrow your PA's payment
Yeah.
7 times or whatever.
When you do homes, are they custom homes, or are you just taking a cookie cutter and adding things? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think a lot of clients will come to us with a house plan and they want to put it on the property and it doesn't work, so we have to alter it.
Right.
I don't like to do that because I like to do everything from scratch.
Right. No. Yeah.
And
Yeah, Scotty's
I
pure
love
custom.
modern stuff, even if it's like sort of traditional looking. I love modern stuff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite piece of architecture?
We got to Google this.
I think my favorite that I've actually been to is the Disney Concert Hall in LA.
Wow.
Or
You posted pictures of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I took a ton of photos. That's
Yeah.
like when I was getting started with photography.
Yeah,
I
I
got
know what that is.
I feel
got
like
to go there
that
on a
is
school
so
trip.
Cool.
That is very modern.
What's that made of?
It's mostly steel.
It's magic,
made of
actually. It's
bits-
Disney,
That's
so it's
true.
actually made of magic
Made of,
and the tears
it's
of
made of
Jewish people.
Walt Disney's tears of Jewish.
Oh my god! It's made of Disney moviegoers theater ticket sales.
It's unobtainium and half unobtainium, half the stuff they used in Black Panther.
Yeah, Howard Stark actually formed.
Yeah,
That is cool, man.
It's really cool.
Have
It's
you been
made to-
inside?
It's made to look really lightweight, but it's actually like it's all steel.
It's actually
I've
actually
never-
really poor design. It could collapse in on itself at any moment.
Is that a thing?
It's put together with staples.
Yeah.
So that's something I've never heard. Someone mentioned like that this building is supposed to look light.
It's kind of a weird. I have a lot of weird phraseology because I'll talk about how buildings are supposed to feel, and not a lot of people think about that.
Like
they think
s-
about the looks and the cost, but
Yeah. Like what are some adjectives? Like furry?
ooh,
I was a furry once.
oh my god!
So light is. I mean,
So-
I see what you're saying when I'm looking at this building.
Like I think
know?
about buildings in terms of how the light moves around it and through it. I talk a lot about flow. Like people think that buildings are all about like the positive space, the things that you build with, the materials,
Yeah.
and maybe styles of buildings. I think about buildings in terms of negative space and how you move through them. So it's kind of opposite thinking.
So negative space is like literally
like
the empty space.
The empty circulation,
Okay.
how big a room is, how big a room should be.
So like acoustics, I would imagine you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As a musician,
Acoustics.
the hall inside. Did you go inside the hall here?
Yeah.
It looks really cool. It actually doesn't look that big. How many does it seat?
Yeah, you go in there and from the outside, it's a whole city block that they built
Yeah.
on, but a lot of it is just circulation space,
Yeah.
place to move and staircases and place to like, you can view the building on the inside, kind of like a scenic overview. Like
Yeah.
it's really cool. It opens up a lot in the inside because it's built out of steel, so they can span a long ways. But yeah, the actual concert hall, it's not that
big.
Not that big.
Oh, it looks really small.
It's like a small theater.
Did you actually like listen to anything in there? Did you?
No.
Because I
want
mean, we
to.
have a Bravenel Hall here, and I go to the Symphony at least like once a year.
I don't like a Bravenel Hall.
See, that place feels a little bigger to me. It might not be. I don't know what the seat count is.
It looks like it.
Well, a Bravenel Hall is long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's long. I mean, I'm not an architect, but it looks long to me compared to like this Disney concert hall.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's more like a stage in the round. Like
Do
you can be all around it.
Yeah,
And
that's what it looks like.
So here's a test. Do you know the name of the architect who designed it?
yeah,
Really?
Frank Gehry.
See, Scotty's into it, man. Gehry?
Yeah.
Google told me
He's
that, by the way.
a lot of people hate him so bad.
Is he-
Why?
There's a documentary sketches of Frank Gehry that I watched in school, and I love it because I got to see it for free. But no, I love it because it shows him designing these buildings with like paper. Like he crumples up paper and cuts it, and he actually. He's at the point where he has people cut the paper for him.
Well, I've just looked him up. He's 89.
Fold this paper.
Oh, jeez.
He's 89 years
There's
old.
like this,
He
the
definitely
Master
knows
series, or I can't remember what the video series is called, but there's like all these different professions that are. It comes up on YouTube sometimes. But
Oh, you know what? Now
he's like in one of the
Yeah.
Master series talking about architecture.
now I've
but-
heard. I know where I've heard his name.
And he's done
The Frank
opera
Gehry
houses
building.
and all kinds of weird
Yeah.
homes and offices and
Look
stuff.
at that
but-
one. I'm sure you know that one. But the Frank Gehry building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I've heard his name, and I knew it wasn't just from you. But those are the two. Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, he's pretty. He's really daring.
They're like almost. What's that dude that drew like the staircase that just.
Like Escher?
Escher. Yeah, some of the stuff
The
looks like
Staircase to
something Escher
Nowhere?
would draw.
I have a question. How angry do you think, or the construction workers are, or how often do you think they are like, this is so stupid?
I'm
What?
surprised Frank is in his 80s because somebody probably wanted to kill him in his 30s.
Right?
Dude, they're paid hourly, man. Whatever.
He's the kind of guy like you either have tons of employment or you have nothing because nobody wants to pay for your stuff.
Right.
Well, that
It's a little
Disney concert
scary.
hall is cool though.
That one's one of my
I
favorites.
want to go
though.
there. Is it near Disneyland?
It looks really smooth, but it's made up of like millions of, or probably hundreds of thousands of panels.
Yeah. Is it in Anaheim?
But it's in Los Angeles. I'm not sure how far away it is from Disneyland,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it's in like actual like downtown.
Like proper LA.
it's actually in tons of movies.
Yeah,
It's like either the backdrop or they use the concert place for tons of movies.
Yeah.
It was in Get Smart. It was in a Chipmunks movie.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are some
you've made it.
big movies.
That's how you know.
Straight off the bat, you're like, it's in a lot of movies. It was in the Chipmunks movie. Okay.
I'm sorry, LA Symphony. I just
You just totally
I just
ruined
degraded
it.
your building.
Yeah, no one cares about the symphony. So,
But he's cool. He's done tons of stuff in New York, and he almost did a project in Lehigh.
really?
Yeah, he had a
Oh.
proposal for a building in Lehigh that was going to be some massive skyscraper. And
The hacks at
conservative
BYU.
Utah. Yeah, the hacks at BYU said we want to build a roundabout.
Yeah, roundabout. You know, I was listening. My GPS was telling me to go through a roundabout once, and it referred to it as a traffic circle.
Yeah, I
Oh my
think that's
gosh.
actually what they're called.
And then but in my head, I heard dreaded circle.
Oh, well, yeah, either way.
Yeah, take the second exit of the dreaded circle.
Go through the dreaded circle.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll end up on the train tracks with that other train. You go through
Yeah,
the dread
what is
circle,
this
hit the warp,
train?
and then you're like right in front of a marathon.
Is this a Stargate? Oh man. Well, I know that you have a photography Instagram page. What's the handle there?
Yeah, so that one's Scotty _Moses_photography.
All right. And
that
Metaphors
one's-
is Metaphors_band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, you got and you're on iTunes and Google for Metaphors, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Wait.
I think it's on Spotify too.
It's on Spotify. Did you get it back up?
I got to put
There-
the album back up.
The album wasn't there for a while, but you got singles on there that are really good. So.
Yeah, there's 2 singles, and then the album is like, I lost track. I think it's 15 tracks or 16, something like that.
I'll tell you my favorite track. I was looking it up. What's the one? I've talked to you about it before. Out of Control.
Oh, yeah.
That song is awesome.
I love that song because
Yeah.
it's like 3 chords. And the verses, it's all one note.
I love it, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So we're
It's
going to
just
be
an F.
playing, at the end of the podcast, we're going to play My Open Arms if that's
Yeah, that'd be
that's
great.
cool with you. So yeah,
Thank
stay
you.
tuned for that, of course. Yeah.
You know, Out of Control was like, I'd written so many songs that were really, really happy sounding, and then Out of Control, I was like, I didn't have the name for it at first. I just wanted to write a song that sounded like Depeche Mode or something that was like
And you can hear that influence.
really edgy.
Yeah. And it's
But-
not like rip-off
but-
influence, though.
Right.
Like, you can hear it. You know, I didn't actually think Depeche Mode until I mentioned the song to you one day, and you're like, yeah, it was kind of a Depeche Mode mood. And I was like, oh, yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely a Scotty song still.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of like Neon Trees or, Depeche Mode or The Cure, lots of The Cure. And
I was listening to a lot of The Cure at the time.
got really dark. No, I just wanted to do something that was, the whole thing was a big experiment, and I don't know how it turned into an album. The whole thing was just like, what can I do with this synth, or like what? I think I used 2 or maybe 3 guitar effects on the whole thing, and the rest was just messing with synths and drums and stuff.
Sounds great. Well, hopefully we'll get some shows in, right?
Yeah, I'd love it.
And you know, Scotty's our first guest, Spencer.
Yeah.
He popped our cherry guest.
All right.
Popped our guest cherry.
Yes. Yes, he did.
So I'm happy to do that.
So we will gladly have you back.
Yeah. That's I mean, yeah, let's take this relationship further.
Yeah.
Let's not make it a one-night stand.
Let's just make
You can make a second date.
a permanent fixture here.
Yeah.
Are we going to play Guess the Clip?
We are.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Got some nice
That's the cheesiest.
I know. I wanted to make sure it was as cheesy as possible.
Oh man.
Sounds like you should have a microphone that's like
I know.
foot tall and hold the bottom of it.
I know. I want to
Freaking Bob
Drew
Barker.
Carey and Bob Barker here. So I've got 4 clips, okay? And this is just like we did last week. We're just going to see if we can guess where it came from. Now, full disclosure, I don't actually remember now where any of these came from, so hopefully you do. And none of them are me. They're all Brian. And I couldn't find any. I couldn't piece together anything that made it sound like you were talking about taking off somebody's head or anything. So
this is where we find out if Scotty listened to the previous episode.
I told Brian that I listened.
He's got it memorized.
This is all a farce.
Oh man.
Farce. All right. So this is the first one. You ready?
Well, if you lean to wipe, it sticks to your. Anyway.
That's the first one.
Well, if you lean to wipe, it sticks to your. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's just a pain.
It's just.
I see pictures in my head more than I see words.
You saw my ass?
And that one was painting a picture that got real graphic. Got real adult. I was just picturing you guys in Yellowstone, like he's squatting on the toilet, standing on the seat.
Yeah. Very good.
I'm not using that paper.
That was the topic, Scotty. Ding, ding, ding. Look, that was me, by the way. I just mimicked myself, and it sounded spot on.
Well, it's funny. It's
a cool echo.
funny you should say that because here's
I hate that paper, though. I never use it.
No.
Stuff's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sticks to your leg and stuff. Well, if you lean to wipe, it sticks to your leg.
It's like gift wrapping yourself.
Yeah. And then you got to hope it flushes.
Anyway, here's our second clip.
By the way, I did that with my mouth. People should know that. I got to start watching what I say and out of context. I did it with my mouth. People should know that.
That was a good one because it's so short.
Yeah.
I think that was from week 1.
No, it was from last week.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
By the way, I did it with my mouth. I should know that. I know, yeah.
Oh man.
You don't know?
This is a tougher one.
This one had it wasn't really around a story.
It was not, no.
No. I'll give you a hint, Scotty.
Oh, when you were yeah. Were you looking for sound effects?
Yeah, we were talking about drops at
That's
the very
the one.
beginning.
And I do ding, ding, ding. And I do that with my mouth. Not sure if you knew that.
That one was harder.
Mouth. People should know
all right. Speaking of doing things with your mouth,
he is kind of a dick. Oh.
That was when you were talking about having me on the show.
I don't remember. I don't remember when this.
Who was I talking about?
I can't.
Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
We got a buzzer on that one.
I know. That's my fault.
Yeah, Spencer clipped these and didn't make a note of
I know. I didn't make a
is.
note where this one. I know the next one.
He is kind of a dick. I was talking about Hitler.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a really funny.
He is kind of a dick.
All right, here is the last clip.
I wonder what that was from.
I don't know.
And we got to figure that out.
It's it's got like an orange rim. You
Right.
know, it's just perfect. It looks like you could drink it. All I can think. I'm a redhead, so all I can think about is the orange. It's got like an orange rim. You know, it's just perfect. It looks like you could drink it.
I do remember that one, but it's kind of fun for listeners to wonder what the heck you're talking about.
Refer to episode 2, my trip to Yellowstone.
Yeah. So
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
No, wasn't that before you talked about the guy dissolving?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. That's right. We were
Very
talking
good.
about
Very
guys.
good.
Yellowstone pools.
Yeah. We need an applause drop, Spencer.
Oh, you're right.
Way to go, Scotty.
How about
Because you can't survive it, and your kids die too.
I love how that's like a by the way at the end, and your kids die too. Back to you.
It's like in his notes. Oh, I forgot to say this.
Yeah. Back to you, Sean. Oh, man.
In other news, we found a bead nose.
A bead nose.
Bead nose.
Oh, that's good
Full
stuff.
disclosure, I have used some Rogaine.
Really like that one.
You're gonna stack up there. You're gonna have to label those better
I know.
on your screen.
I know.
Yeah.
That one was.
By the way, I did that with my mouth. Well, if you lean to wipe, it sticks to your. Yeah. Anyway, it's just.
Oh man. Well, for anyone listening to this episode, our listener, besides Scotty,
Right.
you're gonna get a batch of these because this is the episode in which we have decided to start the press, right?
Yes.
Spencer?
Yes.
So we're going to release, all 3 of them are already up, but no one knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So this will be up tomorrow, probably. And that's when we'll start
But if you see me there, chances are I will be lubing up my feet.
Sorry. That one slipped.
Yeah, it slipped with the mouse, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll be releasing this tomorrow.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed to play this at the end of the game.
That is awful. It's terrible. Just terrible. I feel bad for those musicians. Yeah.
I've never thought about that. Being one of those
Right?
guys.
Yeah, you're that guy. Yeah. So we should let people know, thank you so much for listening if you've listened to all 3 of our first episodes. Or if you listen to this one first, you got a taste of Metaphors and
If
Scotty.
you listen to this one first, maybe just wait for the next one.
Yeah, don't go back.
Don't go backwards.
Don't go back.
They definitely don't get better as you go backwards.
Yeah. So once again, you can find Scotty at Metaphors_band, Scotty_Moses_photography.
Yep.
On Instagram. You can find us at the Our Take Pod on Twitter and Facebook. I think that's all we had. Do you have anything else, Spencer?
That is all that I have for today.
Scotty?
It's been fun.
All right.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, thank you so much, man. We love you. And this is My Open Arms by Metaphors.
See you next time.
Trust, I step in your shadow, follow where you go, I need a new start. You told me lights will burn, some are bright and some will die too soon. We'll keep on shining when the oceans turn, the tide won't tear us apart, 'cause I gave you my heart, yeah. You said you needed a friend, whoa, whoa. You said you needed someone who would care if we called and wanna love to the end, whoa, whoa. All you want is here in my open arms. I'm finding the answers, finding what matters, the rest of it fades. Life, I saw it beginning when I wasn't winning. I started again. You told me lights will burn, some are bright and some will die too soon. We'll keep on shining when the oceans turn, the tide won't tear us apart, 'cause I gave you my heart, yeah. You said you